Припустим, через мене вмер, і помста десь там жде мене. Когось то точно це вже діло. Припустим, міг взяв пістолет, припустим, постріл колір ред. Кровить безпечний, так пограно. Прогнивши йти, глянь навкруги. Що бачиш там позаду ти? Синів народів, шот, крик, пил, дим. Ти що зробив? Це те, що ти хотів. Завмер їх смерть жмурний тепер. Це те, що ти хотів. Суспільство щасливіше є, коли ікса петлю тяне. Не скінчиться круг помсти, не. Ікса навчили, меж нема, ікса навчили, меж нема. Юродливим причин нема. Прогнивши йти, глянь навкруги. Що бачиш там позаду ти? Синів народів, шот, крик, пил, дим. Ти що зробив? Це те, що ти хотів. Завмер їх смерть жмурний тепер. Це те, що ти хотів. Шот, крик, пил, дим. Ти що зробив? Це те, що ти хотів. Завмер їх смерть жмурний тепер. Це те, що ти хотів. Шот, крик, пил, дим. Ти що зробив? Це те, що ти хотів. Завмер їх смерть жмурний тепер. Це те, що ти хотів. Шот, крик, пил, дим. Ти що зробив? Це те, що ти хотів. Завмер їх смерть жмурний тепер. Це те, що ти хотів. Шот, крик, пил, дим. Ти що зробив? Шот, крик, пил, дим. Ти що зробив?
Оце якудза чи мафіозі?
Якудза.
Мафіозі.
Мафіозі.
Обрези, коктейлі Молотова,
Одного
біти бейсбольні, це круто.
Катана.
Катана,
Все,
честь,
узішки.
костюм,
Узішки. Да.
татуха на всю спину,
Узішки.
узішки. Пальто Томі Ган.
Одрублена голова. Це
Красиві машини.
Всі машини. Тойота, культура.
It's a funny talk about nothing in the end. High rollers. One of the most original Ukrainian music videos I've ever seen. Just being super passionate on the stage. It's good to see you all. Hi guys. What are we doing today? I'm gonna give you some news. And we're gonna re-raffle the poster of Airstrike film today because Cass said that she wants someone else to get it. And what else are we gonna do? In the news today, we're gonna talk about the Russian attack on the passenger train here that you have seen probably, but maybe there are some details that you've missed. We're going to talk about Starlink being supplied to Russia and already some reaction of Ukraine to it. Ukrainian officials, let's put it this way. We'll talk about the general prosecutor being a chort. Fuzzy in the chat asked who the hell chort is. Chort is an imp, or, well, not a devil. It's a minion of a devil. So, chorty are the Russian and pro-Russian elements in among our officials. Like, some deputies are chorty. The general prosecutor is chort. And yeah, I just try to teach this word, try to teach rollers this word, because rollers, actually a lot of them already know, but you know, it's important to know how we Ukrainians call those motherfuckers. And yeah, we will also talk about the day of the memory of heroes of Krut. We will talk about the meeting of Zelensky but with a volunteer, with a pretty good volunteer. We're gonna talk about the unseen attacks on the Russian airfields in 2025. We will also talk about the Shevchuk, who is the appointee of Prosecutor General Kravchenko. And we are going to talk about the situation near Zaporizhia, where Russians are advancing and spreading their propaganda. That they are getting really close to Zaporizhia, which is a lie, but they have some success there. We're also going to talk about that. So, fasten your seatbelts and let's raise some funds, okay? Because providing you with the news is not the only thing I want to do here. I want to keep raising funds for the Ukrainian defenders. We helped with the car repair for the 5th Heavy Mechanized Brigade, and now we have the new fundraiser replacing that for another car repair, this time for 154th Brigade. And that's the first time we're going to be helping 154th Brigade. And I hope not the last one. So the main fundraiser we have is 2 repairs for the 9th, meaning the repair for 2 cars. They need that. So please start sending your donations. Guys, 1 ticket for the raffle of this awesome patch of the Blackbeard group, an FPV unit who formerly was a sniper unit, with every $10 of your donation, you're buying the ticket for the raffle of it. So let's raise $500 on this stream, guys. This week, I am not really going out and working at home. Pretty hard on the tasks I've been slacking to work on. For example, today, after the stream, we together, you and me, will go Never Gonna Let You Down.
Монтлі 02 Майбей.
My birthday. Monthly, my birthday. What do you mean by that, Carlo? Is it? Okay. Tell me in the chat. So, guys, I was distracted by a Rickroll. I was Rickrolled by who? Yeah, by Carlo. Thank you, Carlo. Or not, thank you. I don't know. I'm not mad. It's okay for me to be distracted. So the patch, yeah? The patch is not the only raffle item this week. I was saying that I'm not disgusted, but exhausted, yeah. And another raffle item of this week is the hat. One of these hats here. Let me put one on. Either this one. It's a merch of the Blackbeard group. Yep, here it is. Either this one. There is another one like this, but the black one. This one is brown, as you can see. I'm not going to be putting the same one of black color on my head. But I'm going to put the other type of the hat that we're also raffling. By the way, guys, not separately. They go together, patch and the hat. Of course, if a roller who wins this doesn't want any hat, we will figure out what to do. But yeah, that's the case. Okay, I take off the hat and, I don't know, put in it. Do you know, by the way, guys, that in Ukraine, the Ukrainian bydlo wear hats like this. Bydlo is well, the dangerous guys from the neighborhood. You all know the word gopnik. So gopnik and bydlo is almost the same. Basically, yeah, we can say gopniks. Gopniks wear it this way. I don't like to wear it this way. Just wanted to show you how it can be in Ukraine. Okay, fasten up the seatbelts and let's go talk about the news. But before that, want to mention the first donation. This one is from T-Bone, $50, starting off the stream right. Thank you very much for starting it off right. So guys, $450 left to raise on the stream. Keep donating. Follow Trevor's lead, please. Thank you, Trevor, for this donation. Where is your accent from, you mean? Reaction here. Ukraine. Well, I don't actually have a strong Ukrainian accent, to be honest. So I don't know what accent you mean. I need a hat to cover my bald spots, Silver says. And then buy tickets, please. Or take the free ones. Okay, guys. So the news, right? Let's go and talk about some of them. The first one is the train being hit. So Russian terrorists, which is their army, like official institution of the Russian so-called Federation, is actually a terrorist institution. So they sent 3 Shahed drones, 3 big kamikaze drones, at the completely civilian train, and they killed 3 people and injured, I don't know how many people they injured, but it looked like this after the attack. The train, one of the train cars completely burned and was really wrecked, really badly damaged. And this operator of the 93rd, drone operator of the 93rd Brigade, which we helped too, guys, if you don't know or don't remember, we helped 93rd Brigades, guys, but only one time with a truck. We provided them with a truck. So this soldier was in that train, and he helped to save some civilians there. Tunette, thank you so much for 5 gifted memberships. I really appreciate it. Guys, today is the last stream of this month, so if any of you can also buy gifted memberships, I would really appreciate it, because it's my last chance this month to earn some money on YouTube. It's already a bit above the average income. It's 2,058 if I'm not mistaken. But it would be cool to get some extra couple dozens of dollars, I guess. Okay, so his call sign is Omar, and the interview with him came out on Sternenko's community Telegram page. Unexpectedly, if I can say so. They were the one to present this news. They usually don't do the news. I mean, the guys on Spilnota Sternenko's community fund Telegram page, they don't do the news. But this time they said this. As a result of... we are talking about the general news, about the strike. So, Russian strike on a train, Kharkiv region resulted 3 people killed and 2 others were injured. Here it is. According to the investigation, on January 27, near the village of Yazykove, Russian forces attacked the passenger train Chop Kharkiv-Barvinkova with 3 strike drones. 2 impacts were recorded near the train and 1 hit a rail car. A fire broke out. There were more than 155 passengers on board the train. So guys, 155 people were on board the train, and Russians killed 3 of them and injured 2 more people. One of the drones struck the the train itself and the train car, rail car, is it called? I don't know where the third one hit, by the way. Maybe there is something we haven't seen there. But anyway, the news about the soldier. And while I did not start that, I want to thank everyone else who's gifted the memberships in the chat. Thank you very much. Robert Johnsar for 20 and Leah B for 20 gifted memberships. I really appreciate that, guys. Thank you. And they are working pretty fast. I mean, being given out pretty fast right now. Good. Okay, so the news about the soldier. Yeah. You have probably seen the video in recent days showing the rescue of an infant from the burning train, Barvinkovo-Lviv chop, which was hit by Russian Shahed drones. It later emerged that this act of heroism was carried out by a serviceman of the 93rd Separate Mechanized Brigade Holodny Yar, call sign Omar, a UAV operator we work with and whose unit we regularly support with drones. Not we, not rollers, but the Sternenko's Community Fund. They do. So, yeah, they wrote that post. We spoke with him personally, and in this carousel, you can read the rescue story firsthand, exactly as it was experienced by this serviceman himself. We extend our deepest thanks to Vladislav Omar for his daily work defending our country and for this heroic act. It is an honor for us to support warriors like him. And for us too, rollers, because we also support warriors like him. Not him directly, but the other warriors. So this carousel, I will translate it to you real quick, briefly. How did you end up in this train, and where were you heading? And he says that they are rarely using trains to move around, but since his car broke down, if I can say so. Now his car broke. He went out on the train to get to his duty in time, and he ended up on that train. Next question is, did you hear about the drone? Did you hear the drone before the strike? Or was it maybe unexpected? And he says that the first explosion was pretty significant and I could feel it. The intuition told me that there's going to be a second strike, and I told people to not get up because people fell down to the ground. And I was right. In a few minutes, I heard a PK of a drone. PK is this sound when it's going down. Do you know, guys? You probably know this word, but maybe in English you call it differently. So this, when it's going down to the ground, you hear this sound that we call a PK. And he heard a PK, and the strike came down on the neighboring train car or rail car. Yeah, okay. The strike was guided, so Russians chose the place very vdalo. It was a lucky choice for them. So from both sides there were forestations and there were no roads and a lot of snow. This was the lucky part. First Shahed drone stopped the train, and next ones should attack the rail cars. Third incoming was at the train when people were evacuated already. Interesting. So they struck the train 2 times, with the first drone and with the third drone. And the drone in the middle struck the rail car. Okay, got it. Or cart. So what was he asked here? Here they ask him, How did you start? Fuck's sake, it went down. I mean, the patch went down to the other side of the floor, and I cannot get it up yet. So the question is, how did you start helping people get it out of the train? And there is a voice message here that is played from him, but I'm not going to be translating the whole voice message. I'm just going to translate the summary. So the war experience gave him the chance to react very quickly, and the first goal was to get the people out and find a shelter for them, and then find a transport to evacuate them. Next question, how did you find mother and the child? And he says that he sent a few people to step out, if I can say so, the road out of that place to the highway. And myself and himself, he came back to investigate the train, not investigate, but like search a train and help the wounded people. And during the inspection of the train, I saw a mother with a small child. You could see the child just now on the video, and that child is not screaming actually, and it's going to be mentioned why the child is not screaming. So what left outside the video? The question is next. And how many people you managed to pull out of the train? He says that the woman that got on the video, she was traveling to her husband to show him a newborn child. And she was very shocked. And she had a concussion. She had a shell shock. Because a huge explosion, a huge ammunition exploded close by, and the glass of the train car were out, and the child was not reacting. There is a chance that the child's eardrums might be also damaged. People were crying. It was a horror. And here, the question is to him, what emotions do you have after what happened? And he says that we need to develop the direction, let's say the aspects of the drone air defense, and protect our relatives, our wives and sisters and children. So yeah, just wanted to give you like a bigger perspective on this, because you see this in the news, but you usually don't hear from from what? Sorry, got distracted by a chat. Distracted, yeah. So that's it. Basically just wanted to share the thoughts and emotions and actions of the person who was filming that video. But you've seen that video for sure. You've seen that video on social networks. By the way, let me know in the chat if this news was not really interesting and you got it fully covered, and this perspective maybe was also presented in the other media. Maybe nothing new here. Let me know. Mr. T-Bone, Trevor asks me, Rick, would you prefer super chats or base chat? Base chat, if we can call it this way, if you specify that this is a support for my salary, would be awesome. And I pay only 3% there, so it would be cooler to get a base base one-time support for me than here on YouTube, where I pay 30%. Thank you. The video was horrific, Russia being Russia. Yeah, Russia being Russia, you're right. Thank you for the question, Trevor, and for the intent. And guys, as for the fundraising, after Trevor's donation, there were no donations. For now, 16 minutes, we have $50, and it did not move, and I need to raise funds. So I ask you to donate, guys. We need to raise $500 on the stream, and now we have 10% of it, so 90 more percent to go, and that is $450 more. So please start donating, because for now, thank you.
Support for you, keep up the good work.
Desert you. Thank you very much for that 1,000 hryvnia. Super chat on the base chat. Thank you. Shit. I gotta go and take the patch from the floor. Ooh, it's just not holding on this thing properly. Only saw the Instagram clip with no background explanation. Okay, good. Cheryl, thank you for sharing the news. Sorry, not the news, the opinion. The opinion. Your experience, probably. Tell me about the war. Is there any way Ukraine is making any headway? Mary, where are you from? Let's begin with this, okay? And what do you know about Ukraine? And are you supportive of Ukraine? So we're raffling this patch, the patch of the Blackbeard group this week. And the guys also gave me some hats. So you're also winning a hat this week. Yeah, they have a Rickroll enforcing T-Bone. And either this hat with a merch. It is a merch of the Blackbeard group, the snipers who are now also FPV pilots of the 27th Brigade, by the way. Same brigade where the Lazarus group is, if I can use this term. Yeah. Okay, guys. So, I wonder if it's going to be a hard fundraising today or maybe an easier one. Of course, I don't have that much energy today as sometimes, but I need to reach the goal anyway, and the goal is the same, $500. Let's go to the next news. You have seen, a lot of you have seen, give me a second, I'll find that video on Preston's channel because he also made the news about it, about UBU2, if I'm not mistaken, it is called this way. Preston Stewart, aiding the enemy, yes. Ubiquity, probably. So this video, yeah, from Preston about Russians being supplied with the American connection, with the American company. Yeah. Ubiquity. Wow. We have some Putin lovers in the chat. That's good. That's good. That means stream is getting viral. Okay. So, guys, you all have heard about this, right? Because a lot of you rollers send that to our Discord community server. And here's the video. If you haven't watched it, go watch it from Preston Stewart. He described the situation. This was the investigation of the Ubiquity. Quati? Huh. Ubiquity. Thank you for helping me with naming that. Ubiquity. Huh. I wonder if my notifications are broken or no one actually donated after Trevor. Yeah, I don't see any more donations. So no one donated. Start donating, guys. Thank you. So, I'm from South Carolina in America. Okay. Oh, welcome. I see you hate Putin. It's good. And what do you know about Ukraine's history with Russia of the continued genocide for centuries that Russia committed against our people, how they occupied us for nearly a century in 20th century. Ubiquity. Quitty. Quatty. That's wetty. Ubiquity. Everyone's has the the different version for me there. Give me a second, I'll stay hydrated, okay? So guys, that is one thing. But yesterday, actually the day before yesterday, Inform Napalm, the Ukrainian OSINT community, posted this article. This was the thumbnail, so to say, of it. And it's about Starlink is being used by Russian soldiers, actively used by Russian soldiers. And they are getting a lot of that technology. And just want to read out loud what was the summary of the article. I recommend you to go and read the article. For fuck's sake, sorry guys. Article itself on the website. It has all the proofs. All the proofs? Okay, not all the proofs. Just some proofs. Having all the proofs is impossible. Sometimes I'm being silly, sorry. Here's the link to Inform Napalm's article. Please go read this. It's also in English. And yeah, that's how their website looks. Inform Napalm, International Volunteer Community. These guys are investigating Russian war crimes. They are also investigating the sanctions bypass by Russia too. So, yeah, that's what they do. And what the hell did they write about this? How Russia is scaling the use of Starlink on strike drones and evading sanctions. Back in 2024, Russia began experimentally installing Starlink terminals on its reconnaissance and strike drones to bypass Ukrainian electronic warfare systems. By late 2025 and early 2026, this evolved into a systematic practice that directly affects the effectiveness of Russia's terrorist attacks against Ukraine's civilian infrastructure. In a new article on Inform Napalm website, we examine specific cases of such use and trace how Starlink reaches Russia, supply routes, sanction, evasion logic, and mechanisms for stockpiling terminals. So if you want to discover all of that, go check the article. It's not big. It's actually super short. Yeah, that's the end of the article. The material was prepared in cooperation with the author of OSINT Research, NordSint, who provided Inform Napalm with a copy of an air waybill, a document configuring a specific sanction evasion route. A telling detail in the deliberate manipulation of customs classification in the waybill, Starlink equipment is declared as a routers and adapters under HS code 8708-9900, which corresponds to auto parts rather than telecommunications equipment. Such practices are widely used to reduce scrutiny by customs and regulatory authorities when transporting sensitive technologies. Taken together, these facts indicate not isolated violations, but the systemic accumulation of Starlink shipments that Russia later uses for military purposes to wage an aggressive terrorist war against Ukraine. And yeah, here we are with Russia being supplied with Starlinks. But this is not the end of this news. By the way, the tweet about this was of Inform Napalm. Tweet of Inform Napalm was reposted by Polish Minister of International Affairs, Foreign Affairs. Yes. Foreign Affairs, Sikorsky. That's his last name, if I'm not mistaken. And it got viral. And a lot of people are talking about this for the last 2 days. So maybe this is, I don't know, I just did not see that many news about Starlinks, more about Ubiquiti. So, yeah, this is something that Ukrainian Defense Minister Mikhailo Fedorov already reacted to, and today he said this. The Ministry of Defense, together with SpaceX, is already addressing the issue of Starlink being used on Russian UAVs. Within hours of Russian drones equipped with Starlink connectivity appearing over Ukrainian cities, the Ministry of Defense team promptly contacted SpaceX and proposed ways to resolve this problem. Minister Fedorov says that he is grateful to SpaceX President Gwynne Shotwell and personally to Elon Musk for their swift response and for beginning work on addressing the situation. Elon Musk's decision to urgently activate Starlink and send the first batch of terminals to Ukraine at the start of the full-scale invasion was critically important for our country's resilience. Western technologies must continue to support the democratic world and protect civilians, not be used for terror and destruction of peaceful cities. Now, for now, they are talking about this, but there's no seen solution. We still see Russians using them. It happened just the day before yesterday that they struck that train, and there's a big chance that Starlink was on those Shahed drones. But we have seen them mostly on Italmas and Molnia drones before. Okay, I think I finished with this news, and next news is going to be good news. Good news about President Zelensky meeting with another volunteer. But before that, I want to mention the donations. Let me tell you, 12 minutes ago, no, it was not 12, it was just 6 minutes ago. 6 minutes ago, we got the donation. I got the donation on PayPal from Trevor, Mr. T-Bone, another $50. So T-Bone already donated $100, and everyone else donated $0. Guys, I think Trevor needs your support in raising $500 today. I mean, we need support. Me and Trevor, please follow his leadership and donate too, okay? Because it's been 39 minutes of this stream, and only Trevor donated. It was really hard to raise funds on Tuesday stream, and it is not easy today. And I wonder if it's why is it happening? So tell me, guys, your options in the chat, or donate instead and no options needed, okay? Come on, guys, every dollar counts, even if it's 1 or 2. Exactly, Trevor. So yeah, guys, for now it's just Trevor donating. And what? And I need to move to the next news. But you know what? Maybe I address some messages in the chat. No, I think I need to go and provide you the news and focus on it, not distract myself. Let's go. So next news. Zelensky met with Tata Kepler. Tata Kepler is a Ukrainian volunteer who is doing the tactical medicine. She raises crazy amounts of money. More than Rick Rollers, less than Sternenko, but more than Rick Rollers. And she specializes on tactical medicine. And Zelensky met with her yesterday, and that's what he wrote about this meeting. I met with Ukrainian volunteer Tata Kepler. Tata has contributed greatly to the development of our tactical medicine and to saving the lives of our soldiers. Our surgeons and all our military medics perform truly unique operations, and this life-saving experience must be scaled as widely as possible. That is exactly what we discussed today, the necessary support, decisions, and further development. We also discussed the importance of ensuring that military units are reliably supplied with high-quality tactical medicine, as well as changing approaches to medical training for soldiers during basic combined arms training. Together with active duty military medics, Tata will prepare the relevant proposals to ensure the necessary solutions. Thank you, he said. In the end, so our president is talking to more and more volunteers, and actually it was not really happening. He was not talking to volunteers respected by Ukrainian society before Yermak was not fired, and after that he started meeting. Maybe some Ukrainians, as Aziza said on Sunday stream, some Ukrainians think that he is doing this for PR, for basically, wanting to increase his popularity among the people. But it seems to me that it's not just that. That our president really decided to change the situation for the better. This is why he made our new defense minister, he made Mikhailo Fedorov as one. And, Mikhailo Fedorov on the Tribune said that we need the army reform. No one else before him said that. That's actually the photo from his address in our parliament, and that was, I think, a week and a half ago, approximately. The events are going so fast that it's not easy to remember when it was. Even if it was like a week ago, it already feels like a month ago. Or sometimes the opposite. Okay. We indeed have one more donation on PayPal from Visioned Acorn. Thank you very much, Visioned Acorn. It is $26.39. YouTube, Visioned Acorn. Thank you very much, Visioned Acorn, for donating £20. Thank you for following Trevor's leadership, but we need more people to follow his leadership. And right now we raised $126.39. That means we still need to raise $374. Well, a bit less than that, but it is the small details. Okay, so give me a second. I will calculate. Sorry guys, I feel tired today since I woke up today, and I was not gaining that much energy for now, at least. You know what can energize me? Your donations and reaching the goal, and maybe even going over it. This always energizes me when you guys support the Ukrainian army very enthusiastically. Okay, so what do we have? We have more news. So let's move to the next news. I'm happy to see our president meeting with volunteers, and another volunteer he met with 2 weeks ago. It was 15 days ago. This is Serhiy Pritula. He is one of the biggest Ukrainian volunteers, and he is, well, he's raising also millions. His fund, because it's not just him, it's his fund, Serhiy Pritula's foundation. By the way, guys, Alexandra, who went to serve in Azov, who was a guest on my streams many times. Remember, Alexandra from Mariupol, she worked at Pritula's foundation. And she shared that it's a pretty cool fund doing a very good work. So when Zelensky met with Prytula on January 14th, he said this: I met with Serhiy Prytula. I thanked him for his support for the armed forces of Ukraine, our defense, and our resilience. That is exactly what we talked about with Serhiy, how to further support Ukrainian volunteers, volunteer foundations, and the very habit Ukrainians have of uniting to solve shared national tasks. We agreed to cooperate. Glory to Ukraine. Героям слава. So yeah, I just forgot to share this news back then on 14th with you guys. I like the time. I did not forget actually. So yeah, let's move to the next news. How's Alexandra doing, by the way? I talked to her the last time. That's a question from Cheryl. Last time I talked to her was like, I don't know, 4 months ago. I tried to get her to the stream, and she told me that she is very tired and very busy, and she simply cannot find the time because she is serving for 12 hours, so 24, then she sleeps, then she is serving again. It is not that much chance for her to get to any streams. So I know that she keeps raising funds for Ukrainian army, even being in the army. That's how many Ukrainian soldiers do. So what I wanted to remind you guys that we have this awesome patch of the Blackbeard group on the raffle this week. Группа Черной Бороды. And these guys were snipers. Now they are using FPV drones. This is why you see the FPV drone on the patch. Plus there's a hat that is going to be raffled together with the patch. And we still need to raise a lot of money today. So please start donating together with Visioned Acorn and Trevor. Trevor donated $50 more. That's his third $50 today, guys. And that means we raised $176.39, and we still need to raise $323.61. In this one, Trevor put 3 lightnings emoji and the comment of this donation. Thank you for that, Trevor. Thank you very much. So guys, let's move to the next news. Next news is from Deep State. And Deep State said this: the enemy continues to apply active pressure in the Stepnohirsk area. It says Stepanohirsk. It is Stepnohirsk. Yeah, the translation was not accurate. ChatGPT fucked up a bit there. The map marks the locations where Russian infantry has been detected over the past few days. These are points of detection and engagement involving anywhere from a single infantryman to groups of 2 to 4 fighters. It can be seen that the enemy has not abandoned attempts to move into Stepnohirsk, which they themselves have long claimed to be occupied, and there are also constant attempts to advance inland via Primorske. Pilots of the defense forces work against the enemy on a daily basis, trying to prevent them from digging in and massing infantry for further advances. Attempts at infiltration are also being recorded in Lukyanivske and Novoyakovlivka. So Lukyanivske and Novoyakovlivka are to the right. I'm going to show them to you on the map in a bit. This is not the map. This is just a screenshot for now. Okay. So in the latter, clearing operations are still ongoing as forces search for a group of Russian troops who managed to slip through and hide in the village. However, they will not last long there without any support. Recently, the chief of the Muscovite General Staff claimed an active offensive towards Zaporizhia and noted having reached a short distance from the city, which is bullshit. But that's an addition from me. However, one detail should be noted. These achievements are carried out through one-off assault actions, in which the infantry is successfully eliminated by Ukrainian pilots. So guys, you see, this is why it is a gray zone out there and not the... not the what? Not the red zone. Russians are not controlling that territory. They are infiltrating with small groups again and again. And with time, the more they accumulate their forces there in the gray zone, it becomes a red zone since they are digging into positions. But Ukrainian defenders, Ukrainian pilots are destroying them with drones, not only FPV drones, but the Vampire drones. And sometimes they are Mavic drones with some Vogs, with some grenades, you know how it can be, right guys? What kind of drones are working there on the battlefield. So I wanted to show this to you on the map, that place. By the way, was it seen normally? Almost. So it is near Zaporizhia. You see, there is another... is it a river here? Let me change the type of map. So yeah, here's a river here, and it's not going to be easy for them to cross it here. By the way, it's actually not really a river there, but yeah, like a forest that is growing on that place. So maybe it's going to be easier for them than it seems. Though Russians are still pretty far from Zaporizhia itself, because Zaporizhia begins, let's say, somewhere in here, and we can measure the distance from Zaporizhia to the place where the gray zone is. It's only 15 kilometers left, actually, and Russians are destroying Zaporizhia already right now with all they have, with glide bombs, missiles, also ballistic missiles, and FPV drones are also flying into the city. So living in Zaporizhia is not just unsafe anymore, it is pretty dangerous. It becomes more and more dangerous. So Russians, though, managed to infiltrate even into Novoyakovlivka, where there's still no gray zone here. It's Pavlivka here, Novoyakovlivka. There it is. So Deep State says that marking it as a gray zone still doesn't have much sense, because they did it only once, and the group that did it is being searched. Though the fact that Russians are still having some success there, not the big one, but they still have it pretty close to Zaporizhia, means that an attention of our command should be what? Directed there. Okay. How many civilians still live in Zaporizhia? Ooh, I am sure that might be hundreds of thousands. Trevor, there are still a lot of civilians living there, and Zaporizhia is an important military hub too. Logistics and, not only logistics. So there are a lot of people in Zaporizhia. Yeah. Let's go check the population of Zaporizhia before the full-scale invasion. Give me a second. Okay, I am coming to Google. Where? So, населення Запоріжжя. 2025 року. Oh, shit. So before the full-scale invasion, 710,000 people lived in Zaporizhia. It's a pretty big city. It's not even a town. And in 2025, the population of Zaporizhia went down below 500,000 people. So it's still, I think, more than 400,000 people. So just imagine how many people that still live there. Yeah. The town or the region. The town. Just the town, guys, not the region. In the city of Zaporizhia, there are less than 500,000, but not much less than 500,000 people live. Okay, so I think we finished with this news, or I finished, and thank you for asking some questions about it. And I wanted to mention some donations because we got 3 more, and that's great. Thank you for that, guys. Give me a second. I'll take the second calculator. So. That is. Sorry, guys. I'm calculating. Okay, it's already better. 3 donations. First one, $30 from Nikki Hill. Tickets to Rollers. Thank you very much, Nikki. Then Philippa, Surfer Des, donated $50 and said, бажаю всього найкращого. I wish you all the best. Дуже дякую, Philippa. And $20 from Niels D. Thank you very much, Niels. Giving you the tickets too. So, guys. Minus 30, minus 50, minus 20. We still need to raise $223.61. And we already crossed the mark of 50%. We raised $276.39. So please keep donating. We have less than 50% left to raise today, and that's $223.61. And the stream is going for 1 hour. That means we are capable of doing that in the next hour, 100%, of reaching the goal, I mean. So, yeah. So, that's still so many people. My heart off goes out to them. Must be scary as hell. Yeah, must be scary as hell. I agree. So, I should stay focused on the news for now. Let me go back to it. So, the next news is another, well, statement. Let's call it statement or a news update from our defense minister, Mikhailo Fedorov. So, Mikhailo posted this yesterday. He said this: we continue to transform the small air defense system and respond rapidly to challenges related to protecting Ukraine's skies. Russia attacks Ukrainian cities with hundreds of drones every day, more than 6,000 UAVs in the past month alone. Strikes on residential buildings, critical infrastructure, and trains. The terror of civilians in Ukraine does not stop. The enemy is constantly improving drone modifications and attack tactics to achieve its objectives. A new risk emerges every day. For example, UAVs equipped with Starlink. By reacting proactively to all new changes, we must build a system for analysis, counteraction, and forecasting future threats. This requires why do you distract me? It's okay, I'll get to that in a bit. Shit, I got rid of all the notifications accidentally. But no new donations for now. Okay. Okay. So on this requires an effective small air defense system and interceptors. On the President's instruction, we are changing our approach to air defense to increase the effectiveness of countering enemy attacks. Recently, one of the most effective commanders, Lazar, was appointed deputy commander of the force of the Armed Forces of Ukraine. Under his leadership, a small air defense command is being formed. This direction is headed by Colonel Yevgeny Khlebnikov. So what Minister Fedorov was getting to is he is appointing Yevgeny Khlebnikov as a head of this so-called small air defense. That's the drone air defense system. Yeah, so Yevgeny Khlebnikov is an officer with both combat and command experience. He served in air defense missile units of the Air Force and worked at the General Staff on air defense development. From the first days of the full-scale war, he led the employment of Bayraktar UAVs during the defense of Kyiv and the Chernihiv region and took part in planning the operation to liberate Zmyiny, Snake Island, in 2014-2015. He participated in the battles for Donetsk airport. He's one of the cyber guys, and that's pretty good. Usually, some good, effective patriots are, well, they were defending the Donetsk airport. In the near future, we will strengthen command and control in every region and continue forming a strong team to develop small air defense. These are the first decisions of the renewed Ministry of Defense team aimed at building an effective system to protect Ukraine's skies. But many more steps lie ahead to achieve results and improve interception effectiveness. So basically, new appointments, and that's pretty good. Let's see what result will come of it, because to be honest, seeing how it all helps, we will be able to see that only in like half a year. So half a year from now, will show us how it is helping. I just got a donation, $20 from Wella towards today's goal. Tickets 50-50, please. Thank you, Wella. Okay, so that means we still need to raise $203.61. And we raised already, let me tell you, $296.39. Okay. And one more donation just now, another one from Visioned Acorn, $13.20. I think that's 10 pounds. Thank you very much. You're getting the tickets, Visioned Acorn. I'm giving you the tickets for the patch, for the raffle of the patch. So let me tell you, minus 13.20. We still need to raise $190.41. Thank you guys. We're getting closer and closer to the goal. It's great. But if we can go over it, it will be even better, because that's the minimum goal. I don't know, but Not sure if Rick has said, but Katarina is doing some streams on Twitch. Her name there is Only Drones. I think I said it once on the stream with her, but why not repeat it? Let's maybe find her link. Dear moderators, can you help me with that? Maybe we already have the link to her Twitch. I think we have it already. Yeah, I think I've seen you moderators posting it into the chat. Awesome. Okay, so what was this news even interesting to you guys? Let me know. The new appointment by Mikhailo Fedorov. I've been sharing news about his appointments recently pretty often. Do you get this news in the Western media? Do you, like, by media, I mean YouTubers, of course, because you don't get shit in the mainstream media. This is why, yeah. Okay, so what is next? Next is the Ukrainian chorty. We got it. We got to it. And we have this general prosecutor who wants to destroy the independence of the anti-corruption institutions and the attack on the independence of our anti-corruption institutions that are what? Rick, my brain is not in a good shape today, guys. I woke up pretty tired already, and I'm just bearing with this day, just wanting for it to finish as fast as fucking possible, to be honest, and start a new energized day, because tomorrow the day probably will be energized, because I usually have it one after another. Yesterday I was energized, today I'm not, and the day before yesterday I was also not energized. Yeah, that usually goes day after day. Good day, bad day, good day, bad day. So today I'm not having the best day, but it will definitely become better when I reach the goal in fundraising. So keep donating, okay? Thank you. And I forgot to thank Martin Bissig for 5 Swiss franc super chat that says to Rick's first million. Wait, we already had $1 million raised, but it's not Rick's, right? That you meant. That's funny. That's funny though. How's the power situation in Kyiv currently? I finally started getting, yes, some power outages, guys. Today we had a power outage for like 4 or 5 hours, and they gave us the electricity back when? 1.5 hours before they were supposed to by schedule. We now have schedules individual for every house, and yeah, I checked mine. They first of all, they turned electricity off 43 minutes later than they were supposed to, and so the power outage was like 2.5 hours shorter than it was supposed to. So not that bad in my house. In the other districts of Kyiv, especially on Troyeshina, where Dana Kyiv lives, it is, yeah. It is a very bad situation with heating, especially, and electricity is also not the best. By the way, I quickly wanted to say that, that I forgot what I wanted to say, because, yeah, I'm in a bad shape today. Okay. Who else said what in the chat? Cheryl said the news is dominated by ICE in Minnesota right now. Andrew Mercado is there in the thick of it. Okay, I wish him luck there. He will probably need it. Well, yeah, people, I know that a lot of Americans are focused on mostly American news right now. Some of you guys told me that, sorry, Rick, but since I'm an American and the situation in my country is getting worse and worse, I will focus on that. And it's understandable completely. But I should be focused on my country at the same time, and that's what I'm doing. Oh. That's funny how a troll or not in the chat said that Rusnya is power, but Rusnya is an offending word for Russians. So basically, he said it like, for example, like I don't know, maybe it was irony, the one that said hi. It's funny. I don't know. Okay, anyone else who is new to this channel, because I see it is like there are some new people joining and then dropping off. Time to time, if you're new here, I'm in Ukraine. We discuss the news and also I raise funds. Actually, let me tell you how many minutes. 7 minutes. I am not raising funds for 7 minutes now, but I'm sure it will change. We will have new donations. I like getting these news, Rick. Thank you, Tuna. It is interesting to hear Ukrainian news we would never hear otherwise. Thank you, Cheryl. Okay, so guys, this prosecutor general, as I told you already, is a chort. And chort is someone who is trying to destroy the anti-corruption institutions just as well as they are supporting Russia. I don't think this dude has ever openly supported Russia, at least it is not recorded before, but he is definitely doing something to undermine the institutions we have here. And this dude did what? He appointed a Shevchuk. Remember, guys, on the last news stream 2 days ago, I told you a story of Shevchuk. Where the hell is Shevchuk? There he is. So this one is a Russian chort, not just a corrupt chort. He's a Russian chort who was actually strict of his right to be a lawyer because he is he's not he is not fitting the criteria of decency, you know. So there is a continuation of this news. Yesterday or the day before yesterday, this chort Shevchuk, he went to a TV, Interfax Ukraina. That's a news agency, an old one, Ukrainian news agency. You can see, by the way, they did not update their logo for like 20 years. It looks old style, you know. So this Alexei Shevchuk was saying complete nonsense there. And yeah, so let me begin with what Sternenko wrote about him yesterday. Yes, it was indeed the prosecutor general who appointed him to select the deputy head of the SAPO. So the prosecutor general chort appointed this Alexei Shevchuk chort to appoint, to decide, to select the deputy head of the SAPO. SAPO is the Special Anti-Corruption Prosecutor's Office. Listen. And now, using this group of six... Group of six? Okay, group of six. He means using this minion of his. So this, Alexei Shevchuk, is a minion of Prosecutor General, right? And now, using this minion of his, Kravchenko, the prosecutor, has decided to attack not only the anti-corruption infrastructure, but civil society as well. So what this is, so far though it's turning into nothing more than a cheap circus theatrics. You might as well have hired Kiva too, Mr. Kravchenko, Starenko says. Okay, so this Shevchuk on this press conference yesterday, he claimed that Sternenko and Lachenkov, Igor Lachenkov, it's another Ukrainian volunteer, well, more like a public figure, an activist than a volunteer, but also raising funds for Ukrainian army. He said, this Alexei Shevchuk said that they ordered the killers to kill him, which sounds like a ridiculous fucking circus, really. So, listen what Sternenko also wrote for this news. Here's the news. Lachenkov and Sternenko prepared the killing of Shevchuk. Of the chort, yeah. So, the Prosecutor General's office has explained why it nominated the scandal-ridden Shevchuk to the commission selecting the deputy head of the SAPO. Okay, that's another news, guys. Just wanted to say that this asshole just claimed some stupid stuff with which he did not provide any proofs to, or he did not even file an official report to any law enforcement. He's just claiming some bullshit without even starting any legal prosecution or something. Not even prosecution, but just like legal report. Not even doing that. So listen, what happened today in an update about the chort, right? So the Prosecutor General's office has explained. Here's the post of the Prosecutor General's office, guys. They explained why it nominated the scandal-ridden Shevchuk to the commission selecting the deputy head of the SAPO. They stayed silent for more than a week just to produce a statement that says nothing of substance. Really, I read this and that's total bullshit, guys. In short, the claim is that there was supposedly no one else to nominate. Yeah, they really said that, since it was not enough people that passed the test of decency, they chosen the next one in line who did not pass it, because actually there's no requirement to pass the test of decency. It's such bullshit in this message from the General Prosecutor's Office, and they stayed silent about this when society was demanding the explanation, or not the explanation, the actually take down of this bullshit decision and reverse of it. They abstained for a week, and they just claimed that there was supposedly no one else to nominate. At the same time, Prosecutor General Kravchenko was not deterred by the fact that Shevchuk clearly does not meet the integrity criteria, and he had no right to nominate or approve him in the first place. Among the grounds for terminating the participation of a scammer and Kiva's lawyer is a personal resignation statement. I think Kravchenko is capable of persuading him to submit one if he wants to. You should clean up after yourself. He's addressing the General Prosecutor Kravchenko in this case. So, Mr. Chort and both Chorts are shitting all over the place, and they need to clean up after themselves. And for now, the society is enraged, and the General Prosecutor is just pissing into our ears and eyes with this message, to be honest. Sorry for my French, but I cannot call it any other way. So here's the situation with the chorty in Ukrainian power. Mr. T-Bone said, I enjoy when you translate Ukrainian news. It gives a better perspective on what Ukrainians are reading as well as saying. Thank you very much, Trevor, for that feedback. Unfortunately, Brendan Mitchell spoiled us with his naughty antics, Cheryl says. I don't know in regards to what you said that, Cheryl. Sorry. Have to go now. Take care, everyone. Thank you, Visioned Acorn. If you're still there, thank you for joining and donating 2 times today. Thank you. Guys, our fundraising stopped for the last 16 minutes, 0 donations, and the stream is going for 1 hour and 20 minutes already, and we still need to raise $190.41, so please start donating again, okay? Thank you, guys. Yeah, we still are moving to the goal. T-Bone says, I love Brandon Mitchell. I handed him a thermal scope on his birthday a few years back when he was given a speech for Ukraine in Stockholm. Damn, that's cool. Thanks, Trevor. And yeah, I like Brandon too. He was a guest on my stream once, but I could not catch him for another one. So yeah, he was here only once. Anyway, he's awesome and doing an awesome job. Okay, love those Ukrainian idioms. You mean shitting all over the place and they need to clean up after themselves? Cheryl, do you mean that? If he's a relative of Viktor Kravchenko, that's a shame. Kravchenko is very popular, last name in Ukraine, so I'm not sure that they are related. I was talking about how Ukrainians don't like objectivation of men and women. Yeah. Cheryl, I hate that. And, progressive. Let's call them progressive Ukrainians. I consider myself a progressive one, to be honest, not to the full extent, not to the extent I probably would like to, but still more progressive than other ones. There are still a lot of Ukrainians objectivating other Ukrainians and foreigners, people in general, women and men. It's just not okay in my opinion. So yeah, Brandon does that. This is why there are some things we don't match with, with Brandon, definitely. And it's one of them. Pissing in our eyes and ears, that one. Yeah. Yeah. We say sťaty u vucha and sťaty u oči, basically pissing into eyes or pissing into ears. Yeah, or the opposite. Okay. So guys, I want to make a quick break and first of all, be hydrated. But no, it's not going to be a long break. I'll just sleep for a bit. Sorry, I'm very tired. Sorry, guys. I made a video for you, and it's hard. Damn it, I spent 2 hours, 20 minutes on making that video. That consists of 4 videos from soldiers, and I got exhausted after that. I mean, I was tired before, but after that I got exhausted. So I'm staying hydrated and expecting for more donations, guys. For 19 minutes, no donations. And we still need to raise $190.41. Welcome, every new person in the chat who is stopping by. Like, for example, Jack the Corgi. Where are you from, Jack the Corgi? If you're staying or just passing by and waving to us. My friends, that's not all of the news There is gonna be two more. You know what? I'm gonna finish with the news now, and I'm gonna do the raffle and provide you with like news about our fundraising. For example, our Car Free Crane campaign. America, Pennsylvania, to be specific. Welcome. I am in Kyiv, and I myself am from Makiivka, Donetsk Oblast, which is occupied by Russians since 2014. So I am from Makiivka. And is Pennsylvania your home state, or is it the state of your current, how do you call this? Inhabitants? Habitat. Yeah, habitat. Okay. Rollers. Next news is this. This is an AI picture, of course, and not the best one, but there are no pictures from those events, and yeah, it's like the connection of the present days and the past days of Ukrainian resistance to Russian occupation. Inhabitants works, but residents would work better. Residents. Thank you. And yeah, it's my home state. Yeah. What do you know about Ukraine, and do you support us, or maybe you just don't care because it's kind of okay too, maybe not to care if people don't care, but if they discover and know what is happening, then it's really hard not to care. Just curious, how is it with you guys? Why don't we have more donations for the last 22 minutes? We need to fix that. The last $190.41 left. I need you. Our soldiers need you. Their cars need to be repaired, and that's what we're raising funds right now. It is very, very needed. You're here helping them. And only like secondly or thirdly, if I can say so, you help me as a volunteer, but all of this is directed to them, to support them. So your donations are very needed. And this patch is on the raffle this week. With every $10 of your donation, you're getting $10 of your donation, you're getting a ticket for the raffle of this patch. It's going to be raffled in the end of Sunday stream. You want to come visit and volunteer? That's cool. Okay, so I wanted to show you, not show you, but read you the last two news. Let's begin with Informa Palm's news that is connected to the heroes of Kruty, which is the Ukrainian heroes who died back in 1918 defending Ukraine from the Red occupation, meaning the Soviet occupation. Well, that was the occupation to be to happen. Okay. Yeah, I got distracted again. By a message. Well, yeah. Okay. So, on January 29, Ukraine honors the memory of the heroes of Kruty. This date reminds us that the war was Moscow. My brain doesn't work properly today. Sorry. Okay, so this date reminds us that the war with Moscow is centuries old and is being fought for the survival of the Ukrainian people and for freedom from Moscow's yoke. In 1918, near the Kruty railway station. It's Chernihiv Oblast, by the way. Students, cadets, and volunteers stood against the Moscow Bolsheviks. Most had no combat experience, but everyone understood that without resistance, there would be no state. Today, the war looks different. It is technological and requires rapid decisions, flexible thinking, and work with new tools. Drones, digital systems, communications, and automation have become an integral part of combat operations. In these areas, young people are faster and more confident. In 2026, Ukraine is fighting a war of attrition. The country needs people in the army, manufacturing, logistics, and technology. The war and the wartime economy require manpower. Despite this, mobilization still does not cover citizens under the age of 25. There are volunteers as young as 18, but there is no systematic engagement of youth. On the contrary, the state has opened the border for young Ukrainians to leave for other countries. This is a strategically flawed step. I remind you that this news, let's call the post, is from Inform Napalm. They also think that it is a strategically flawed step. Yeah. If we want to win this war against an age-old enemy and break the closed circle of our liberation struggles throughout history, we must engage young people to strengthen the military and achieve victory. Otherwise, we will be forced to patch holes chaotically at a moment when we are not ready. And it is precisely in such cases that the heroism of individuals becomes either a salvation for the state or yet another tragic commemorative date in history. Heroes do not die when they are not required to compensate for the strategic and tactical miscalculations of those who make decisions. I totally agree with this statement, and I just wanted to remind you guys that about that problem. Yeah, just like in Napalm. And this decision was not reversed still. Young men from 18 to 22 years old are still allowed to leave the country, which unfortunately a lot of them are actively using that option. Okay. Last news for today is this. Is a video from the SBU, Security Service of Ukraine. They posted this video and they wrote the text. Let me show you the video at the same time with the text. Here we go. 5 airfields, minus 15 aircraft, and 1 billion long-range math from the SBU's Alpha unit. That's what you see. So, the enemy is accustomed to feeling safe deep in the rear, but for the special forces of the Security Service of Ukraine's Alpha unit, distance has long ceased to matter. Over the past year alone, 5 military airfields have been struck by our long-range drones. The result, 15 aircraft the enemy will never get back into the air. Unique footage confirms the hits. 11 fighters and bombers, Su-30SM, Su-34, Su-27, Su-24, MiG-31, 3 helicopters, Mi-28, Mi-26, Mi-8, 1 transport aircraft, An-26. That was actually An-26, I guess. Nice music, by the way, but probably copyrighted as hell. That's May 26th. And another May 26th. And the May 28th. May 8th too. And that's the warehouse on the open space. Not really a warehouse, but like a pile of the boxes with ammunition and explosives that was also hit by them. So, yeah, I just wanted to remind you that Russian warplanes are burning there on Russian territory all the time. Trevor says, I was gone for a bit. How much more until the goal? Same as half an hour ago. $190.41 left to raise today. But we're gonna get there. Thank you for donating, guys. And one of the rollers told me, you know what? I want to discuss it with you guys. Do you think so too? I wonder if I. Okay, I will just ask. Okay, you know what? I'm just gonna ask it privately. So yeah, it's a great news. That's all the news I wanted to tell you today. But there is also local news in Rollers community that is connected to some of our community members who volunteer for Ukrainian army too. And you can do it in different ways. You can do it in Ukraine, or you can do it by delivering a truck to Ukraine. And sorry, I got distracted a bit again. Gotta hop off. Thank you for being here today, DRL. Dr. Lexus, not DRL, Dr. Lexus Jr. Thank you, Dr. Lexus. And stay safe. The orcs are collapsing, and we have Ukraine to thank for all eternity. Oh yeah, Dr. Lexus, you're totally right. Okay, I just got $30 donation from Average Ogre. He says, Average Ogre likes listening to Rick rolling out the news from Ukraine. Thank you so much. Tickets, please. Slava Ukraini. Героям слава. Thank you very much. That is, yeah, that means that we raised, let me tell you, we already raised $339.59 today. And what? And we still need to raise only $160.41. Awesome. Okay. So, the update, you know what, Tuna, I will have to, Tuna, are you still there in the chat? I have a question. Do you think it's okay to show soldier's face with a truck? I think it's okay, like no big deal. Do they post those photos with soldiers, or what did they tell you? Is it okay to share? Yeah, guys, so Tuna and Andres delivered the truck to Ukraine. Well, it's not the whole truck. Слава Україні, героям слава, Tommy Jenkins. Hello, Arctic Dread, how you doing? Привіт, Рик, вітаю вас, другий? Друже, мабуть. Дуже дякую всім для все, може за все. Я думаю, скоро я буду говорити українською добре, але треба час, але мені треба час. Слава народу і Україні, і героям слава. Nice. Yeah, it's actually already pretty good Ukrainian. Share with anyone. Yes, think it's okay. Awesome. Thank you, Rick. Liked and enjoyed quietly. Thank you, Graham. Thank you, everyone, for being here today and listening to Ukrainian news. I try to provide not always something unique. Some of the news you can hear on different American YouTube channels and British YouTube channels, but there are some that are not really discussed, like Ukrainian politics. This is Rick's job, volunteer fundraiser. What do you do for work? Yeah, that's my full-time job. I'm a YouTuber who my primary goal is to raise funds for the needs of our defenders. We already raised over $1 million with this community, with this fantastic community. And we also do what? I also talk to many different Ukrainians and provide their stories to you. The stories are what? Stories are different. Stories of soldiers, volunteers, former captives who've been in Russian captivity, who's been in Russian captivity, unfortunately tortured there and mistreated. Yeah. So I wanted to okay, guys. Just being slapped by the wrist a bit. It's okay. I need that too. Okay, Rick focus. So guys, car for Ukraine, right?
Hi.
The delivery of the truck. That's what I wanted to share with you. We have Yevgenia there on the video showing you the trucks, and there should be a truck that Tune and Andreas delivered.
Hi, good morning everyone. Still snowing in Lviv, it is still freezing in Lviv, but something remains the same. Doesn't matter what weather is, what day is, we are deploying our cars to the front line. And let's see what do we have today. The first car came to us from Norway, from Trond, and his previous owner really loved this car. He wrote us a huge letter with all of details about this car, and he also told us that his 10 years old friend named this car turquoise. But this car now has changed the color and it's ready to go to the east to serve in 1129th Anti-Aircraft Missile Regiment. So thank you, Trond, and I hope that this Subaru will serve well. And next two cars we have from Christmas Tree Trucks campaign, because Christmas is already over, but winter is not over, so here they are. It's the 6th and the 7th car from the campaign. So the 6th car is from ATP Geopolitics channel. Thank you. Your consistency in donations and in helping Ukraine is wow. Thank you so much. And this car goes to 93rd Blake Raven Brigade in the vicinity of Kramatorsk in Kharkiv region. Actually, a lot of cars go now to Kharkiv region because it's like a tough situation now there. So Kramatorsk, Izum are like hot points now.
Also Vovchansk. By the way, guys, the first truck was the one, that Subaru in the beginning. This one is the one that Tune and Andreas delivered. They were their photo was also here. You can see Andreas and Tune on this photo. Thank you, Andreas and Tune, personally from me for doing this volunteer work. As a Ukrainian, I really appreciate it. And yeah, it's great. It's great to have you on our side, helping us deliver these trucks, provide these trucks. You're also donating for them. You're doing the full cycle, right? Thank you. It's really cool. But in the end of this video, there is going to be our truck. Let's go see it.
Strike Battalion, which is a part of 68th Separate Brigade, and it also operates in Kharkiv region. And the last car for today is Toyota Hilux. Last week we already deployed one Toyota Hilux from the campaign Be in the Army or for the Army from Rig the Ukrainian
Yay.
and Roman Trochimets to Pavlograd. And here is the second car, and
Damn, look at it, guys. We have the Bandera money there. $1 million patch on it. In this case, it's a sticker. Yeah, it's a sticker. Then we have Rickroll number 6. This is our 6th truck with Car for Ukraine. And yeah, Roman.
it is also heading east, and it will strengthen the 53rd Mechanized Rifle Brigade, also in Kharkiv Oblast. So, last week we had like a bigger deployment. Today we have 4 cars, but as I told you earlier, doesn't matter what weather is, doesn't matter how many cars do we send, but we send them consistently every week, and we are ready that these 4 babies will also support our army. And you can also support our army, donate, give us cars, give us money, and we will make sure that it will serve the best. Thank you, and see you.
So here's the photo of Kefir receiving the truck, actually. Now, let me show it to you in a bigger scale. Do you recognize Kefir? So yeah, guys, this Hilux was already given to Kefir, and I received this photo yesterday evening too. What? And I'm happy to see him. You see his beard and mustache is growing bigger, and yeah. And they got a truck. I'm happy that we're helping him and Kadik and his guys in particular, and Mrazers. It's actually have their patch here. Give me a second. That's their patch. I need to have it on the raffle soon. There they are. So Kefir got this truck yesterday, and there were some other photos that I maybe need to go and show to you too. I will do that. But anyway, just wanted to say that remember in the end of the video, Evgenia is asking for donations to this campaign, to all campaigns of Car for Ukraine, and our campaign is one of them. And I need to ask you for a donation to this campaign once again, guys, because we are a bit stuck on it, or in it, a bit. So 44,517 on on Monday, after the crazy last week where we this is insane, how much money we raised last week for this fundraiser. Let me show you. Yesterday I made a fundraising report which was showing exactly how much we raised. So I made this fundraiser report yesterday where I listed everything. So last week we raised 16,087 euros and 73 euro cents. In dollars, it is $18,684.28 last week, just on Car for Ukraine campaign. Last week was record in terms of how much we raised. Altogether, it was $28,198.59, $8,733.69 on PayPal. That's a lot, guys. Then $780.62 on Base and Donatello. And on Car for Ukraine, once again, $18,684.28. Oh, you don't see it. Now you see it. Okay. So altogether, more than $28,000 last week. It's an epic result. If you did not comment under this post yet, please go check it out. It's in the tab that is called Posts here on my YouTube channel. It has the photo of me with East West FM team, and these guys are awesome. Even though one of them is rude sometimes, he is doing it probably for fun. I'm talking about Corey TV, remember? That was a cool stream. And without Corey's humor, it wouldn't be so cool. So, yeah, I appreciate that. Great work, guys, last week. And for such an outstanding result, I thank you all. And special thanks goes to T-Bone for donating 11,500 euros to our Car-Free Crane campaign. But after this outstanding last week, this week is, I won't say it's the opposite, but it's definitely not as spectacular in terms of fundraising, because for the last 4 days we raised less than 400, I guess, euros in this campaign. And for example, today we had 1 donation, yesterday 2 donations, the day before yesterday 2 donations, more donations on 26th. It was like 4 of them, but the dynamics is not positive there right now. And you know, I need to work my ass off as last week, it seems, to keep this campaign going actively. And not just me, Roman Trochemec is also working his ass off. And yeah, this week I'm not working my ass off in terms of streaming and fundraising, though I was doing different things that I put for later for quite a long time. So an important work I'm doing at home this week that is not as entertaining as the streams, and some of it is unseen. For example, working on the spreadsheet of the list of fundraisers where I keep all the documentation. I slacked to work on it for 2 months. So the day before yesterday, I spent half a day working. If not, no, actually it was the whole day together with the stream. It took the whole day for me to work on that, but I finished it and I'm satisfied with myself. And today, guys, for you, I made a video. Where is that video? That's Zelensky in Davos, which is legendary. So I made this video for you. After this stream that is gonna be finished in half an hour, let's go and watch this 12-minute video with the report from the guys from the 25th Brigade, 92nd Brigade, and the separate presidential brigade for the relatively small fundraisers that we got for them. For example, for 25th, it was $1,500. 92nd, it was a bit more than 2,000, and presidential was around $2,000. So yeah, raffle the poster. Yeah, I still remember about this, but I need to remind you guys that we still need to raise the same not the same, but the same as 15 minutes ago, $160.41 more to reach the goal tonight on the stream, which is already going for 2 hours. So in 2 hours, we managed to raise $339.59, and we still need to raise $160.41. So please keep donating. Thank you. No, that's okay, Nikki. Thank you for reminding me. But just wanted to say that let's watch this video together, guys. These videos are important for me and for you too, I guess, because in my opinion, a fundraiser like me, like if we're calling a person a fundraiser, right? It's like a profession, raising funds, the person who raises funds. For me and for you who follow me, it is important to show the reports. It's important to show the receipts. It's important to show where the money go. So just wanted to say that this work is hard. I told you that I spent 2.5 hours on this one today. And it's like only 12-minute video, and recording the part of me took only 12 minutes. Well, less than that. But creating the subtitles for 4 videos that we have here took me like half an hour. Then preparing the documents, like closing the sensitive information on the receipts, like for example the payer, which is usually a soldier. I'm covering their names, their sensitive data on all the documents that have been shown there, so on all the receipts. That takes time. I think it took me like half an hour to prepare all of that and place it in the right order. And then I needed to assemble it all together, cut out some parts of me sitting and thinking, yeah, that brigade. you know, and then I had to create the thumbnail, which also took like 20 minutes. So altogether, this 12-minute video, so you would understand how sometimes uneasy it is to create these videos, is just wanted to tell you that, yeah, this video took 2.5 hours. And to be honest, if we take the preparation of gathering all the videos and documents, it would be 3.5 hours. Because I've been doing this 2 days ago, gathering all of this, putting that in that document that I've been talking about before. So, yeah, just wanted to whine a bit on how much work is going on the background to just report to you. So, yeah, I thank you for understanding that it is a work that is needed to be done. That is just sometimes takes a lot of energy and time. And yeah, that's it. So the raffle. Let's do the raffle of the poster that you have seen on the previous post. This poster that I'm holding in my hands here. Airstrike film poster. I think Cass won it. Let me check it. If Cass did not win anything else. But I think she won the poster exactly. Let's go and scroll through last week's winner list. Dr. Tusa won one of the patches. Cass won a poster. Yes, Cass won a poster. So I need to go and from 1 to 263, I think. Is it? I better go and check there. Once again. The stream that happened on Sunday, I raffled it there. No, that's the stream I have now. Rick, what are you doing? The stream you had on Sunday. On Sunday, we raffled that at some point. Spin the wheel. I just need to place it in this at the center of the screen. Number 1. That's fair. That's gonna be fair. Okay, let me shut the Rick up and see if Cass really won it from the tickets. Yeah, 132. I went there and I've chosen the Cass. Yeah, so it was from 1 to 263. Yeah, let's go and do it once again. So the poster will be re-raffled right now. What poster? The poster of Airstrike film. The film of Devin Woodall. This poster, Cheryl. Okay, I'm gonna go and do it in 3, 2, 1, and let's go see who is gonna be the new winner. Ooh, that was hard? Not hard. Okay, number 17. Let's go see who that was. Number 17, one of the gifted tickets. Wow, Nikki. Will you accept it? The ticket from Robert Jonasar. You're winning it. Winning a poster. East West FM film documentary called Airstrike. Let's see what Nikki responds. But Nikki, congratulations to you for winning this. Re-raffle, she says. You see? That's why I asked right away and did not and did not say congratulations right away. Okay, re-raffling it in 3, 2, 1, go. Let's find a new winner. And the winner is number 162. Let's go see who is 162. Also a gifted ticket to Preston. From R.C. Williams to Preston. So someone has given a plus to Preston. Does it count, guys? Because something is telling me that Preston will tell he doesn't need this. He doesn't even know about that Airstrike film, right? As I assume. Of course I can ask him and drag it even further. Yeah, Andres, I could do it so, but something is telling me that he is not gonna give me his address that easily for something that he doesn't want. If he doesn't want it, it's just my assumption. You know what? I just did not want to drag this even longer. This raffle, re-raffling it for the 4th time. Okay, let me ask Preston right now. Maybe he responds real fast. Let's see. I will message him right now. Hi, Preston. One of the rollers has given you the plus to the chat, meaning the free ticket, and they, okay. I need to rewrite it. Guys, I will finish the stream in 20 minutes, and we still need to raise $160.41. We haven't moved from that for 26 minutes. So please donate. We need to be victorious today because it's going to be really sad if not. Thank you. By victorious, I mean reaching the goal. Okay, it seems if Preston doesn't accept it, we will have to raffle it on Sunday because there's going to be no other choice. Great opportunity to connect those guys. Yeah, I agree. No. Okay. I will message him. Okay. Haha. Guys, you see the troll is saying never happened and not raise that. The troll tells you not to donate. What will you do? Look, a manipulation. Nikki Hill just donated $20, so that is $140 and 41 cents left to raise. And Nikki says all I have left this week. So guys, Nikki and everyone else who donated before needs your support. They need your donation. Hi, Preston. You won a poster of a film strike that my friend Devin Woodall from East West FM put on the raffle last week, and yeah, someone in the chat, one of the rollers has given you the free ticket with a plus plus. So you want it. Will you accept it? And if so, please give me your address. Okay, message to Preston, voice message to him, and let's see what he says. Okay, Trevor, Mr. T-Bone donated $50 more with no comment, and that is $90.41 left to raise. Thank you very much, Trevor, Nikki, Ever Joger, Visioned Acorn, Wella, and who else was donating there before? Let's see. I wanted to thank everyone who donated today before we reach the goal. Philippa, Surfer Dash, Nils D, and yeah, I think I thanked everyone now. For now, everyone. That's everyone. But we still need to raise $90.41. So please keep donating, guys. Thank you. Don't stop. We have only 17 minutes left. Oh, not 17 actually. 20. What? Yeah, 17 minutes to do that. And then we're gonna go and watch the video I made for you today with the thanks from our soldiers. Okay, guys, last $90 and 41 cents. Let's go. Let's do it. We can do it, I'm sure. Okay, so Rick forgot to stay hydrated, I guess. MDL, hello, how you doing? Hello, Adam Rounds. Good to see you all, guys. So, be in the army or for the army campaign went very well last week, but we need to also raise money there this week. But it's harder because I'm not going to go into the streams of friendly communities, friendly channels. That's what usually boosts the campaigns the most. And I'm just tired after last week, guys, and this week I need to take it slowly, I feel. This is why I'm not even doing the coffee shop streams this week. So I apologize if on this stream I was, I don't know, maybe I cannot say I was anxious. I cannot say I was, I don't know. Just tired. There are some weeks like this one where I just don't have the energy to do any streams, but I need to do them because the fundraising should remain stable. So the guys, our defenders, would receive the equipment. And this is why I need to do this job no matter what physical state I'm in. Because, because they rely on us rollers, and we actually never given up. Never given them up. No, okay. Never let them down before. So, yeah, it's just in this war there is no rest until we win. So we keep working. Is Donatello an app? No, Donatello is a website. It's a service, like a subscription service and one-time donation service, like Buy Me a Coffee, just the Ukrainian one. Wow. Yeah, you see how much I'm yawning, guys. Thank you for being here today, guys. Thank you for listening to the news. Last 13 minutes left for us to reach the goal and raise $90.41. That's left to reach the goal. Oh, Jeffrey Perrin, hello to you. Hello to you, Rick, and hello to the community. No apologies needed, Rick. Have a good day, man. Well, not having the best day, to be honest, but not the worst, definitely. And I gotta value it. Yeah, I gotta really, do we say value? I gotta appreciate it. I gotta appreciate every day that I have. I'm in such a good conditions comparing to other people, especially those who are in Russian captivity. And whining for me is there's no apology. Apology? No. There's no excuse for whining for me, considering through what some Ukrainian people are going through. Rollers, if you are just joining the stream and don't know what raffle item this week we have, it's this patch. Patch of the group of the Blackbeard. And you see there is an FPV drone there. You're doing your best. Chin up, brother. Yeah, I know that I'm doing my best. And last week was just outstanding. So it's not just every week is that crazy in a good sense as the previous one. But yeah, it's normal. It's normal that like it's ups and downs, and I wouldn't say it's down today. I mean this week. Yeah, it's not as much money raised as last week. But it's still some money raised, and we gotta appreciate that too. And I really appreciate that, guys. Thank you. Okay, trying to read the chat, so let's chat, guys. I have 10 minutes to chat with you while still trying to raise the remaining $90.41. And by the way, this with this thing, the light, when it's getting decharged, the light is just going, it is still shining, but very like bleak. If you do you call it bleak? No, you don't call it bleak. When it's not bright, the opposite of bright, guys. Help me. Blackbeard group. Oh, by the way, also a hat of the Blackbeard group is on the raffle together with the patch. They go as one. So there's this one. Or I can do this one. I mean, do you guys also that's how the Ukrainian gopniks wore it back in the days in Donetsk. They like to have their ears rolled a bit. Yeah, and I don't like it this way. Dim, yes. Thank you, Robert. By the way, Robert, thank you for donating 4,000 hryvnias to our car repair campaign. And if I'm not mistaken, you made those 207,000 and something, 208,000 exactly, right? Thank you very much for that. Oh, and another hat that is for your choice. You either can choose this one, or this one. Also, the merch of the Blackbeard group. Both of them have this kind of branded. How can you call this thing? The leather piece of fabric. Dim, not bright. Yes, dim. Thank you. Faint. I like how this one sits on me, but that one is not that bad too, right? This one is definitely warmer in winter. It is closing the ears completely. By the way, you see I went to a barber today, and he has this shaver that is cutting my not just my hair but my skin too. So you probably noticed it the last time I got shaved. So I asked him not to use that on me anymore. So yeah, Rick, if you can hide the extra light completely behind no, unfortunately I cannot, Andreas, because it is connected to a power bank and its cord is like, it is blocking me. You see, I cannot put it this way exactly. So no, unfortunately I cannot do this. But maybe you ask me. Let me see. I'll try to figure something out. Guys, last 7 minutes left to raise the remaining $90.41. I cannot believe I'm gonna go back home from work defeated today and not reach the goal. Please help me not do it. Do not do it. Thank you. Now, Andreas, you see, it is still not completely. It is impossible. Sorry, but in this condition, this is a very narrow space here, and yeah, it's not really possible. So I apologize, but it won't really happen. Well, okay. I still need the board to be seen too. This is why the light should shine on it. You see, then if I put it here, it is almost completely hidden. Yeah, almost completely hidden. But then the logo is not seen behind the behind the microphone stand. Andres, if I put the item in front of the bright light, the board is not gonna be what? Lightened, enlightened. Enlightened? Can I say so? Hey Robert, how you doing? Robert said, hey everybody, hope everyone is doing good. Taking a break from shoveling fucking snow. Where, remind me, where do you live? Where do you have that snowstorm? The blizzard. Okay guys, 5 minutes left to raise the remaining $90.41. Boston. Boston. Boston is Massachusetts, right? So that ice storm that was announced came to your state too. In front towards the camera, not towards the board. You're driving me crazy, Rick. What? Towards the board? It is not enough, like I cannot. I have an idea. If I buy one more stand like this light is standing on, I can just stand it here and maybe maybe I can put it behind the light. I need to buy the additional stuff to do this. And dress, sorry. 3 minutes left, guys, to get the last $90.41 and see if we're gonna reach the goal today or not. 3 minutes. Not easy. This week on Tuesday I struggled to reach the goal. Today I'm struggling to reach the goal. Talking about fundraising too much, but what other choice do I have? I need to reach those goals. Well, sorry if I'm being annoying, guys. I make a drawing, Rick. I sent it to you to DM. Okay, thank you. Okay, guys, thank you very much for being here while I'm waiting for the last couple of donations, because I know that you will help me not finish the stream defeated and reach the goal. Definitely. I'm sure you will, but I will start saying goodbyes. So just to sum it up, sum up the news we had today, there are problems, especially with the attack on the anti-corruption institutions. There is a problem with our prosecutor general, who is behind that attack on anti-corruption institutions, who placed the chort, who is a chort himself. A chort placed a chort on the position in the commission to choose the deputy of the Sapo head, to then sabotage the work of the Special Anti-Corruption Prosecutor's Office, to inform different Mindiches when there's going to be a search in their place or a warrant to their arrest so they can leave the country. That's how they operate. But there are good things happening in Ukraine. I think the army reform will, it started, the basics of it has started. We don't see the results yet, because the results will be seen only in half a year or a year. And in general, it feels much better right now living in Ukraine, even without electricity, as much as we had before. It still feels like the spirit is higher. The spirit is higher. And yeah, to be honest, even though I'm exhausted today, I am not hopeless. I still have hope. I still have the positivity. And I'm sure that no matter how hard it will be, we win this war. So as you can see on this patch out here, okay, be in the army or for the army. Please keep doing that, guys. And I need to finish. And I must state that we did not reach the goal today, because I did not have any more donations. And if anyone wants to donate after I finish the stream and help me reach the goal, it's $90.41 or any other sum you can do. Thank you, guys. A bit sad, but I think I did a good job, despite maybe not in fundraising, but in presenting you the news. It was not the worst job. Thank you for being here. Let's go watch the video all together. You will be redirected to that video, so please join me and let's watch it together. I love you guys. Live long, prosper, and donate. And the sun will rise over the free Donbass. Slava Ukraini.